In this video, we are going to be talking about option trading, and this is the area of trading that not a lot of people talk about. And I don't know, maybe it's because the interface here is very complicated and all of that, but sincerely, it is actually the simplest form of trading when it comes to trading derivatives. It is even simpler than trading perpetual contract or futures. And I'll be breaking everything down in this video so that even if you're a complete beginner, you'll be able to understand everything. And we're going to be using the Delta exchange to trade options. So what I'm going to show you in this video, at the end of this video, you should be able to understand what option trading is all about. And then this interface that looks scary, you should be able to understand how to navigate it. And at the end of this video, you should be able to place your first option trade. So before we proceed into the details, I'll be walking you through everything using the Delta Exchange platform. So in order to follow along, you want to make sure that you sign up for the Delta Exchange using the link in the video description. There are actually giving out a lot of bonuses to new users. So go ahead and check them out and sign up, get your account verified, and be able to follow along. So the first thing we want to do before we go into the details, if I show you how to place your first trade and all of that, we need to understand what option trading is all about and then come to know all of these things you see right here on the screen. How do you understand this and how do you place your first trade? So I'll first go to my slide, and this is where we're going to start with. So what is option trading? Option trading is a contract that gives you the right, not the obligation, to buy or sell an asset like Bitcoin at an agreed price before a set date. So when I come back to Data Exchange right here, you can decide to select, first and foremost, you choose the expiration date, and it could be within 24 hours, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 1 week, or even up to a month. So these are the different expiration dates that I have here. And this one at the 30th of June will expire very soon, and this one is expiring in less than an hour. So if we go with 1st of July, once we select 1st of July, remember, what did I say option trading is all about? And option trading is a contract, right, that gives you the right, not the obligation, to buy or sell an asset like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the rest at an agreed price before the set date. So now we are currently, as at the time of making this video, making this video on the 30th of June, and then we want to choose the expiration of 1st of July, right? We could actually go to, as you know, let's say 10th of July, or even choose an option that can expire in 1 month time. So what we'll now do is, if I scroll here we have the strike price. This is the current price of BTC, and then this is the strike price. So the right that I have right now to buy BTC, if I want to go with the call option, is to buy BTC at this expiration. In this case, it is a 24 hours expiration window. So I can decide to buy BTC at 56K as against the current market price, which is 59K, right? And as long as BTC continues to go above this, it remains above this 59, which is the current price we have right here, I will end up making profit from this going forward. Okay, so that's what option trading is all about, right? So what I want you to look at it is, think of it like a coupon. So you pay a small fee today to lock in a price, and then you decide later whether to use it or not. Now, just like I just showed you right here, we have, let me just do this. We have the call options, and then we have the put options. Now, what are they? What do they mean? So for call option is a bet that the price will go up. So if you are buying a call option or selling a call option, it means that you are betting that the price of BTC will go up. So despite the strike price, as long as the price continues to go up, you'll be in profit. Then the put option is a bet that the price will go down. So that's the difference between the call option and then the put option. Now, in each of these, whether call or put option, whenever you select, if I select this, I'm currently on the call option, and then if I switch to this other one, I'm currently on the put option. So irrespective of the one you select, whether call or put, you will see that each of them have both buy long and sell short, right? It has both buy long and sell short, and we'll come back to that in a moment. So let's continue. Let's go to the next chart. And then terms, there are a lot of things that you must know. So the first thing is the strike price, then we have the premium, and then we have the expiration date. And this one I want to explain quickly. So here we have the premium. The premium is the price. If I come back right here, okay, the strike price, this is the fixed price you agree to buy or sell. And this will be an example is, for instance, a BTC price is at 65K strike, means that you are locked into this price. So it has to be this price. And if you're going to buy, then BTC has to go above this for you to be in profit. and it goes on that way. Then the premium price is the price you pay upfront. So whatever amount you put in here gives you the right to own that particular option. So this is the maximum that you can lose if you are a buyer, right? If you're a buyer, this is the maximum you can lose. I will explain that in a moment. And then we'll have the expiration date. Just like I showed you, within 24 hours, the option can expire, and you can decide whether to, if you're in profit, you make money. If you are losing, then you sell at loss. Do you understand? Okay, so if I go back to the exchange right there, so here we have the calls, we have the put, and then this is the strike price. You see that in the middle right here. And then the amount of money that I'm going to use to stake or to buy BTC right here, I will show you that in a moment when I'm placing a live trade, is what will become my premium. And the expiration date is this one right here. So I can decide 2nd of July, 3rd of July, and it goes on that way. So I hope you understand. So if we come back and proceed to the next slide. Now, these are some of the terms that you come across most of the time. One is ITM, we have ATM, and then we have OTM. What do they mean? ITM stands for in the morning, and this simply means that this option already has real value. For a call, market price is above the strike price, and then at the money, the market price is roughly equal to the strike price, or right on the line. And then out of the money, the option has no real value yet. For a call, market price is below strike price. And if I come back right here, let me quickly show you that. Here, you will see that there is a line demarcating this right here. Okay, there's a line demarcating this right here. And I want to focus on the call option. So in the money, this one, the ones that are in the money right now, you see from here above, those are the ones that are in the money, and you can see the strike price right here. The strike price is currently below the current price. So if you check from that line there, we have 59,200 up to this, I think we have about 56 or thereabout. So since they are below the current market price for a call option, it means that they are all in the money, right? They are all in the money. Why the opposite is what happens with a put option. So all of these ones are all in the money, and because they are all in the money, the price of this is always very expensive, right? So that's what we mean by in the money, at the money. Then the other things you will come across very much, most especially with the data exchanges, some of these terminologies. And the first one I have here is delta. So delta tells you how much the option price moves when BTC moves by $1, and then theta tells you how much value the option loses each day just from the time passing. Then we have Vega, how much the option price reacts to changes in volatility, and then we have gamma, and then this is how fast delta itself changes at as the price moves. But what you want to focus on, the Vega and gamma are more advanced strategies if you want to, but what you want to focus on is delta and the Theta option. And if I come right here, you see delta. Okay, you see delta right here. Now, because these are all in the money, you see them, the number will always be this high. And then those that are at the money, you will see them. Then those that are out of the money, you will see them at almost zero. And you will see delta here too. Okay, delta and theta, those are the two you want to focus on each time. These are the ones you want to pay attention to if you must look at those different options. Then if we go to the next slide, and then you have all of this. So the underlying asset, when we talk about underlying asset, we're talking about the actual crypto the option is based on. Example, for Delta Exchange currently it is just BTC and Ethereum. Then we talk about on-chain, the options chain, and that is what you see right here. All of these are what we refer to as the option chain. And then we have the contract size. In some exchanges or some platform we use lot size. Okay, so this is the fixed unit of one option contract on, for this in this case we talk about contract size with the data exchange, and we talk about margin, and this is the collateral required to hold a certain position, mainly for sellers, not for buyers. Liquidation is when your position is forcefully closed, when whatever collateral you put in can no longer hold, so you are forcefully liquidated, or you're forcefully kicked out of the market. All right, and then right here we talk about mark price, and mark price is actually for data exchange, it is a fair value reference price used to prevent manipulation. Now, why must you trade options using data exchange? One, it is a crypto-based option trading platform. So currently the options that are available there are BTC and Ethereum. And then you can see the live chain, which I just showed you recently. And then there is equally a risk tool that is building into the platform, and then the user interface is beginner friendly. Whether you are accessing this on the web, currently I'm doing all of this using the web, you can equally do it using their mobile app, and it is actually very easy to follow. So now that we are in the Delta Exchange, I'm going to walk you through on how to place your first option trade. But before then, you need to get an account with Delta Exchange. If you have not done that already, if you don't already have an account, use the link in the video description and you get a welcome bonus when you do that. So the first thing we want to do once you log into your account, and before you can actually trade option, you need to do KYC verification. So go ahead, get your account, sign up, and then do your KYC. You can use the app and follow the same thing I'm showing you here. So the first thing you want to do here, they equally trade futures, they trade, there are other markets that trade, but my focus right here is for the options trading. So you go ahead and click on options, and that will bring you to this page right here. And once it brings you here, the first thing you want to do is to go ahead and select the expiration date, right? So in this case, I always trade a 24 hours expiration date. So I'll select this, and right here you'll see the expiration date. It tells you that it's 1 hour 43 minutes. That's when this will expire. And then you can see all of the options that are in the money, all of these above, as long as the prices, since it is a call option, as long as the prices are below the current market price, it means that all of these are all in the money. So I want to go with the first one here that says the strike price for this is about 56,000. So we're going to select that one. And once I select that one, the next thing is to go to the trading panel right here. They equally have a strategy builder that you can use to predict both sides, but I will make a separate video about this. But this one now, we're talking about manual trading. So right here I have the option to buy at market price. Okay, I can buy long or I can sell short. So I have the option to buy at market price, and then I have the option to buy using limit order. This is my available balance right here. This money was actually 250 something. I grew to 250 something, and then I had a wrong trade which I closed that took some of the money from me. So now when you look at this, what do you think? Do you think that BTC will go in 24 hours? Do you think that BTC will go above this strike price of 56? Or let's use the current market price. Will BTC go above 59,300 in 24 hours? What are the things, have you looked at the chart technically to know whether that is going to happen? And here, the Delta Exchange equally have that option. So you can check the chart if you want to, and they have the TradingView embedded chart here. So you can go ahead and look at the chart and use it to do your analysis, right? So let it load up. Let me just show you that in a moment. So once the chart loads up, right here, what you are looking at is mark price. Remember we talked about mark price right here. Section will say that it is the fair value reference price used to prevent manipulation. So this is what the current price is, and you can see all of that right here. So what do you think? Is BTC going to go up, or will it continue to go down? And you can look at this with on different time frame. Currently I'm looking at it on the 1 hour time frame, and then you can equally look at it at the traded price. So if you click on the traded price, it will load the chart for that as well, and it says no data. You can look at BTC chart if you want to. And once the BTC chart loads up, you can see what is happening here currently. And if I go ahead and map out this stuff, and if I go ahead and do a quick analysis right here, we can see that this area has actually been serving as a strong support since BTC started consolidating around this area. It has been serving as a strong support. So there's a possibility that market could actually be bouncing from here, maybe come back to around that 60K level, 6,600 or thereabout before it start going up. But if we break below this level, then BTC could actually be going down more. So with this, you can decide to do this using the BTC chart, as you can see right here, or you can use the mark price. And if you check the order book right here, the prices here are at the mark price. That's what you see right here, and that's what you're going to be using to trade. So I always use the mark price for mine. So what I need to do, remember we've selected the let me go back again to the option chain. This here, this is our option chain. So first we selected the expiration date right here, and then we selected the strike price. And now on the trading panel right here, we're going to buy long, and we can decide to, if I go back to this chart again, let's go to the mark price. Let's go back to that chart, and then we go to the mark price. Now, once we come back to the mark price, I can decide to put my limit price at 3253. So if I come back here, 3253, I'm going to be buying. So right here where it says best offer, we're going to put 32 what did we see there again? Let me see. That is if you are going to use limit, right? That's why I'm actually showing you this. Normally, what I use is actually market price. Okay, so we're looking at 3255. Let's do 3254. Okay, 3254 is what we're going to work with. So let me go back there again. So I'll do 3254. And what this simply means, because we are using limit, when the price gets there, our order will be triggered. And I'll go ahead and use 10% of my capital. I can decide to use 100% of the capital. And then I have the option to put TP and SL right here as well. So right here, 10% of our capital is about 22 USDT. So we'll just go ahead and click on buy. And what I need to do, just go ahead. Once you confirm that that's what you want, go ahead and place the order. And once we place that order here on the chart, you can see our order has been placed. So if the price moves down to what we specified there, this order will be triggered. And since it's a buy, market needs to be going up for us to make profit. Right here on my order, you can see that we have that pending order right here. And if I want to go in with market order, you will see it showing up on the position option right here. And you can check all of your stop loss orders, your order history, everything right here. So that's how easy it is to place this. Now, here is it. The premium that I paid for this is that particular 10% I entered that trade with, right? Which is this $19. Now, if this market goes against me, now I have the option. If the market is going against me, I have the option to stop the trade before the expiration. And when I stop it, by default, once you trigger it to be showing you your live PNL right here. So you'll see if you are losing or if you are gaining. And if you are gaining and you decide to stop it before the expiration, you can do that and claim the profit you made already. And if you are losing and you decide to stop it before the expiration time, then you can equally do that and claim the rest of the money back to yourself. So the premium is the money that I've put in, and this, if the market goes against me, that's what I'm going to lose, and I still have my funds right here. And one thing why I love or I always go with the call option is because right here it is this particular money that I will risk, that I'm risking, this particular premium that I'm paying. That's what I'm risking, and that's what I'm going to lose if the market goes against me. But when you go to the sell option has a leverage, and this one, the risks that are involved with the sell option, it is both for buys and for the call option and then for the put option. So whenever you go with the call, you always have leverage, and you can use this code to control your risk. So I always go with the buy option. But you can go ahead and try it out and see how best this work for you. That is how easy it is to trade option. And it will be best for you if, for instance, you get a clear direction of where the market is going and you decide to go ahead and short it and you're using leverage. It's equally quicker to make. The same way it gives you money faster, it's the same way to take money faster from you if your predictions are wrong, right? So I always go with the safe one, which has this risk, inbuilt already in it. So if I enter now, this my balance is still here, and what I will lose if I decide not to close the trade is only that amount of money that I'm entering the trade with. In this case, the premium that I'm entering the trade with. So I hope this video is helpful. I hope you've gained value from it. And I believe that you'll be able to place your first option trade. But if you need help, if you are confused with anything, you can always use the comment section. And if you want to learn more, join us on Telegram. The link will be in the video description, or you can check out my bio for that. That is it for today, guys. I hope you now understand what option trading is all about. And now you can place your first trade using the Delta Exchange. Go ahead and try it out, and do let me know your experience in the comment section. I'll see you guys in the next video.